Hello from Kiev. My name is Olga and I'm a virtual tour guide from Ukraine. On my channel you can see the real life in the Ukrainian capital, and I try to show you best of the best sites in the invincible Kiev. Why I'm doing this? Because I'm sure that after our victory many of you will come and you will be able to see the places that I show you with your own eyes. So you will recognize them and probably join my tours. Please subscribe to my channel and join my weekly live streams from Kiev to watch life in Ukraine in real time. I'm sure that this is a unique opportunity because the planes don't fly here and you can see the streets of the Kiev. Thank you for buying me coffees. It helps me to survive and to develop this channel. And today Kiev was the most dangerous city on the planet. It was dangerous to sleep and just to stay because there was a huge fresh missile attack that happened at night on the 16th of May. And in this video I would like to show you how the average Ukrainians are surviving and how we're spending our nights during the Russian attacks. Basically, when Russians are trying to kill us by using hundreds of millions of dollars on these stupid attacks instead of repairing or building their own roads or cities. At night, the 16th of May, today Russia launched a large-scale air raid attack on Ukraine, and the whole map of my country was red. And that was already the 8th attack on Kiev since the beginning of May. So we are very happy that at night our Ukrainian air defense forces hit all 18 missiles. There were 6 Kinzhal aerial ballistic missiles, 9 caliber cruise missiles, and 3 ground-landed missiles. The number is huge. 18 out of 18 were destroyed by air defense forces. Here the lady was praying for our defense forces and she was not praying for vain. And in addition, at night they wanted to continue and they attacked Kiev with the Shahed drones. It was kind of a cherry on the cake. So this attack was complex. It included the drones, the cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, and all these weapons, they were launched from different directions. It's incredible that all 6 Kinzhal missiles were shot down this night. And it's very impressive, and we pray for our Ukrainian air defense forces, and the people who are working there, they are really titans. Today's attack was also exceptional because of the density of the attacks. This was the maximum number of missiles that were launched in this short period of time. And the work of the people who are serving in the armed forces is extremely successful. Because this is the very impressive indicator when they can hit 6 Kinzhal missiles. Kiev is still the epicenter. It's the priority for Russians because there are state institutions, there is the critical infrastructure, very important facilities, and it is protected seriously. Today we really felt that the way how Kiev was protected was made on professional level, thanks to our allies who gave us this wonderful opportunity and the weapons. Just listen to the number. $150 million were spent by Russians today for this alone missile attack on Kiev. They could have built the entire city with this money. They still have wooden schools, but instead they choose to wake up Ukrainians and to use money this way. There was fire in some neighborhoods and the parts of the missiles were falling, the debris were falling, they fell on the Kiev Zoo, and this makes this attack looks like it's an operation for a denazification of Ukrainian giraffes and scaring Ukrainian elephants, which is not funny. It's really a problem because the poor animals are treated by the specialists because they are in shock of this falling debris. That was very loud. The animals don't understand. And this missile attack came just a few hours after our President Zelensky returned from his trip to Europe. He went there to ask for new weapons for our counteroffensive that is going to happen. And this is, again, kind of a symbolic gesture from Russians. They are greeting him with arriving home. And I wanted to share with you what I was personally doing. So I went to bed quite late at night, and that is why I turned off the notifications on my telephone, on this special app that sends us the alerts. So I was sleeping, and at 3 a.m. I was awakened by the terrible blasts. They were very loud, absolutely very loud. I looked at the window, saw the one dot falling from the sky. It looks like a star, but the explosions were coming very fast, and I decided to run to the bathroom. This is considered as the main, kind of the most safest place in the apartment, because in the case of heat, the people will be protected by the walls of the bathroom and the parts of the windows, and the shrapnel will not damage them. And then it's all continued, so I decided to go to the elevator, to go down to the bomb shelter, but on foot, without the elevator, because it's not allowed to use the elevator. Sometimes the electricity is cut off, and there is no way to escape the elevator, so the people who are stuck there, they should wait for a couple of hours until the end of the attack, and then the people need to come and rescue them somehow. When I came here to this bomb shelter, I saw, I don't know, like there were people, all the couches were occupied, and more people were arriving. Everybody was talking about the attacks, and people were discussing that this is happening, and they were always comparing that with the 24th of February, because the same kind of, they have the same feeling. Really, we are all meet together again here on this place, like it was in the beginning of the war. And I would like also to tell you about this, what feelings I have, because I also have this feeling of being here and of feeling the same emotions that I had just at the beginning of the war. While I was waiting here, I thought that since the February 24th, 2022, we all have found ourselves in absolutely new reality. And this is the experience which is incomparable to anything most people have experienced in their lifetime. Because when we're sitting in our apartments, we know that these are the last moments, the last minutes for someone in Ukraine now. We know that this missile that is flying now, it will land at some point somewhere. And with every next day, with every next air raid, we understand who the enemy is and who we are fighting with. It is like a ghost of a tragic accident that just looms over your home, and you know that it will happen inevitably. And when we have all these shaheds, the missile threats, and when we find ourselves in the epicenter of explosions, we don't have these ideas. I am tired of the war. Let's negotiate. Because these thoughts are absurd, absolutely absurd. It's like you're taming a wild wolf who is attacking you with the foam around his mouth, and you understand there is no chance to negotiate with him. And in this bomb shelter, people were praying for our air forces today and the armed forces who are defending us. After such kind of attacks, we donate to our volunteers, to our army, and we give our last money for revenge. We keep celebrating our New Year's and Easter days with the flickering lights, and our kids study with the candles. And we don't complain about the lack of water we just pray for our utility workers, and we probably have never noticed what they are doing, and we had always taken for granted their work. We wake up by the sounds of the explosions, and we teach our kids to draw victory, to visualize it. We all have now our own traumas in Ukraine. And this is all our endless grief. And on the other side, it's our strength and it's our hope for the future, because people become united and a kind of new nation is born out of these difficulties. And I want these feelings to be as strong as they are now. I want our people to be united even after our victory. It's also very important to keep this spirit. That is the thoughts that I wanted to share with you today. Thank you for joining me in this strange and tragic days, and I hope that you will keep coming to my channel to discover more positive content. Thank you for buying me coffees, watching and standing with Ukraine. Slava Ukraini! Glory to Ukraine! See, the families are sleeping here during the air raid alerts. This is the basement of the building, and there are a lot of metal frames and things for, like the pipes for repairing different systems. There are different sections, different rooms. For example, this section is more spacious. This is the mattress where I was sleeping at night. It's on the long carpet, and that is the most cozy room in all the bomb shelter, because it has a couple of kids' corners. They are equipped with different toys and even sofas. The sofas belong to the families with the kids, and they put them here because they come quite often, like every night when there are air raid sirens, they sleep here. There are babies also, less, like, who are younger than a year. And it's kind of the most beautiful room here. And the fact that there are toys and even the bear, it really made me at night more comfortable, even sleeping close to this cute toy.